It can be stressful to get a letter from a bailiff or have them turn up at your home. It's important that you do not ignore the problem. So what is a bailiff? A bailiff has legal power to collect certain debts. They can do this by asking you to pay what you owe or by taking and selling of your belongings. What sort of debts can bailiffs get involved in collecting? They usually collect debts you owe to government bodies or courts, like council tax and business rates, parking penalties, county court judgments and magistrates' courts fines. So any credit debt, like an overdraft, loan or credit card, will need to have been to court and a county court judgment made before the bailiff can get involved. How should bailiffs behave? They should give you a written notice at every stage of the process of sorting out repayments or taking and selling of your belongings. The notice has to meet rules about delivery, content and time. Bailiffs are held to a national standard. They cannot be threatening, lie about their powers or behave in a way that would embarrass you in public. What can they take? If you can't agree a repayment arrangement, bailiffs can take non-essential items. This can include televisions, computers, cars, cash and jewellery. They cannot remove things that you need in a house like clothes, furniture or a cooker, and they cannot take your pet or things that belong to a child. Other people's goods. They can only take things that belong to the person who owns the money, so if you live with other people or have things on hire purchase, these cannot be taken. You will need proof. What about tools of trade? As long as the debt is not unpaid business rates, bailiffs cannot take things you need for your work or education up to the total value of £1,350. This includes things like tools, books or computers. What should you do if bailiffs get in touch with you? Don't ignore their letter or notice. Contact them or the person you owe money to and try and arrange repayments. If you cannot come to an agreement with them, contact Leicestershire Citizens Advice Bureau for help. If you have a car, move it away from your house and park it on private land such as a friend's driveway or a car park. Make sure your shed or garage has nothing valuable in it and keep your doors locked and make sure there are no spare keys hidden outside. Do not open the door to anyone you don't recognise, but this is not a long-term solution. Get help to sort out the debt. What should you do if bailiffs come to your door? You do not have to let a bailiff in unless they came before and listed your things on a controlled goods agreement. This used to be called a levy. If there is a valid controlled goods agreement in place, they can force their way in. Bailiffs can only get into your house by force for certain types of debt or if they have a court order. A bailiff can only enter through a door, a gate, an attached garage, the door of a car, boat or loading bay. They cannot enter by coming through a window, by taking up floorboards or by climbing over a wall, fence or locked gate. Bailiffs should take special care when dealing with vulnerable people. You are classed as vulnerable if you are a single parent, elderly, disabled, under 16 and home alone or seriously ill. If you think a bailiff has behaved badly or ignored your situation, you can complain. Find out more via our website. Remember, if you're unsure about what bailiffs can do and about your rights, you can contact Leicestershire Citizens Advice Bureau on 0300 330 1025 or find out about one of our drop-in sessions at the local branches at our website www.lesscab.org.uk.